returner's going to try to see what he can get. The give out of the gun. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's going to make sure he's ready for it.
Running inside. It's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll run it again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They go play action with Russell. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Rodgers. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, but that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect.
They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays.
Got a little grass. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Rebels had it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Complete in the middle. He is in. Touchdown, Rebels. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing Russell.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
A big 3rd down coming, and honey toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Now here's Russell. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to run it. Moving past the 25. He slides past the 1st down marker and picks it up on 4th. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. of the period. First down here. Russell. Got his man. Breaks into the open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
Man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
Russell will throw for it on 4th. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
DB's right up on the receivers. Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Takes a handoff. It's Hill. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. The give to the single back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He might want another play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He turns that loose down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it. Because now the other...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Throwing Russell. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fourth down, Russell. Sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Russell. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
To throw, it's Russell. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And now for this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Looking for space. It's Lacey. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And that one will give them the lead. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Keelan Russell. Pressure coming. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Throwing Russell. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Takes it the other way. Past the 10. All the way back. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then, Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The running back has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now here's Russell. Right down the middle. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
Third and short like that on your own.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. He just...
Bye-bye.